Blake Lively was caught in another lie amidst the whole Justin Baldoni drama. And if Blake Lively is going to do anything, it's going to
be getting caught in a lie.
Yes, she's going to get caught in a lie because she talks so much in these interviews, and she basically tells on herself. So TikToker Elsrich unearthed 2 interview clips that show Blake Lively lying about the It Ends With Us author Colleen Hoover.
The first one that the TikToker shared was Blake Lively by herself, and she said, I had never heard of Colleen Hoover, but blah 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 blah. And then the next one is she's literally sitting next to Colleen. She's like, I've been a fan of her, that's why I signed on. I'm like, what? You literally are caught red-handed with your lies.
Here, take a look.
I lived under a rock because I hadn't heard of Colleen Hoover before they came to me with this movie. The reason that I was excited to do this movie is that I saw the mention of your name. I was like, oh wow, her voice resonates with people. How she tells stories and what she's telling reaches out and grabs so many people.
Yeah, so there it is.
I did find it interesting that after their very brave SNL appearance with her and Ryan Reynolds, that they skipped the SAG Awards, I think, because they got a lot of probably heat that they probably thought it was going to go over so well, and it didn't, and now they're like, okay, back to hiding.
I think they still think they have public favor, and those of us that are in the public and online can see very clearly that they do not. So I think it's best that they just kind of lay low unless they come out with any smoking gun, which it doesn't seem like they have one. I think it would benefit them to drop the case and get it dismissed, because they're not going to win if it goes to trial.
I don't think so.
And it's going to further just drag them through the mud.
What did you think of the Hollywood Reporter cover that Blake kind of shut down?
I thought it was very bold of the Hollywood Reporter to do this. And I do think it's also an indicator that the people within the business are now turning on them as well, because the Hollywood Reporter is one of the biggest trades in entertainment. So for them to very clearly paint this unfavorable photo.
It was really risky, especially, not completely knowing everything, right? We always want to wait until the trial to really know what happened. But I could see from maybe a PR perspective of just if you don't know the facts, you're going to just see Blake Lively as being this scorned woman who is getting reprimanded for coming forward with her story. But it was basically a big swing, and for them it just proves that it's really going in Justin's favor. And there's so much evidence where I feel like everyone can now feel pretty confident what exactly is going on, and hopefully not hurting victims who actually have to go through something and have the confidence to come forward. I know Blake has kind of mentioned that there's going to be other women coming forward about feeling uncomfortable on the set. I did see one Jenny Slate
she was uncomfortable because Heath, the Jamie Heath, who was the other producer that they have in the lawsuit, was like, oh, you're an amazing mother, let me pay your way out of this deposit that you might lose because we care. It's okay, so you're basically saying he was too nice and that made you uncomfortable?
Yeah, that made I was like, is this the sort of stories that are going to be coming out? Because I'll take a free deposit, okay?
Low key, I would kill to have an employer who was putting my needs and the needs of my family first. That rarely happens. So very odd. The importance of these clips coming out showing Blake being untruthful in a lot of these interviews is, on the offset, it's like, oh, whatever, she lied. But it's not, because all of these videos in Justin Baldoni's case, and it's going to undermine her credibility during the trial.
Absolutely.
And when everything is hinging on your statement about someone else committing some sort of sexual harassment towards you, it completely hinges on your credibility.
Yeah.
So this is very dangerous that these videos keep coming out, and it's not looking good for Blake and Ryan.